My grandfather came to me in a dream, clothed in a white robe. In the scheme, I was in disbelief, afraid to speak, knew him only by stories. But there I stood, speechless in the presence of his glory. Could not contend if it was real, confused on how to feel. He then told me to look around you. And with a blink of an eye, I was in a field, surrounded by a beautiful landscape. He whispered, "These are our islands before anyone came." You see, in my mind, the laws of space and time did not apply, as if centuries were fast-forwarded like a visual cassette tape. I watched my ancestors come to birth and congregate, from root to the Negritos, to the Austronesians, to the Arabs arriving with Qurans, to the rival of Catholicism from the Spanish Empire. There I stood watching from the higher perspective, try to understand the message, but before I could utter a word, war broke out like a dam that could no longer hold an ocean of water. Blood poured on the land like rain as I witnessed the slaughter. My people slain, unbearable pain, children without mothers or fathers, only to live on the bloodline of revolution, as orphans sworn vengeance upon the institution. I'm sorry guys, I forgot my line. And as the bloodshed continued on, a melody began to play. Only my grandfather and I could hear, as if G.O.D. was a DJ, but it was a choir of souls that ascended, the voice of 1,000 angels from the heavens. Those on earth appear to be deaf, for the voices were the morning souls of the dead, who suffered injustice their entire lives, singing songs of love, hoping that the sons and daughters of the people would one day get it right. My cheeks brushed with tears, they didn't care to wipe them off, and asked, "Grandfather, why'd you take me here?" He then grabbed my wrist tightly, as if lightning struck me lightly, and without warning, my body began warming as I began to have flashbacks of his past. Out of his brothers and sisters, he was the oldest. His parents died when he was 16, he was the boldest. No real childhood, for maturity claimed him at a young age. He joined the military to support his family and to be there for his family's aid. A disciplinarian, a humanitarian, a general who fought in World War II against the Japanese in Manila, a prisoner who marched in Bataan but escaped and continued fighting on as a guerrilla. This was my grandfather, Marlo that I never met. If he ever needed a soldier, I'd be by his side or in the front lines clutching to a bayonet. "Did you forget?" he said. In 1946, when our comrades and veteranos came back after the service, we came here and they said we fought with no purpose. Forget compensation. Lives should not be given a price. Could you believe they have the audacity to strip away the recognition from those who died? He said to me as tears flowed from his eyes. He took me back, and suddenly my home looked a little different. I realized I come from a city of love and the islands of hope. He grabbed my hands with my palms facing above and told me, "You have seen and experienced a glimpse of what our people and I have gone through, but in the night, there's so much to learn, so pick up a book and write. And when you feel like dropping this pen, reflect back to this and remember them. Never forget where you come from. Because a century ago, all a Filipino could be was working in the fields or in the canneries. You come from a land of powerful people, heroes that died or survived upheavals for you to be here. So if you ever feel like a loss of purpose or direction, my son, I advise you to enter deep reflection and remember where you come from, the land we fought from, to overcome, but now slums. Don't fall for forged history, research your roots. You never met me, but remember you are me. Passed down from generations of DNA. My blood flows through your veins when you bleed. I dream for this day. I didn't suffer so long for you to not have the will to succeed. So I plead, Anak, remember where you come from. Stay true and proud. And when you feel lost, remember, I'm still guiding you from your birth until now. Thank you.